right, we took a quick break, but we are back with the Cooks and Books Show with your host Adrian Young, talking to Dr. Connor, talking about his last book that came out in 2013 called Unwrap the Gift in You. We're gonna finish up talking about that, and we're gonna get into this new baby that he just gave birth to that you can get early. Yes, you can pre-order Dr. Connor's latest book. So Unwrapping the Gift in You, just going back, clarification. The secrets to success in unwrapping the gift in you, surrounding yourself around the right people,
Right.
finding that inner love to know that you can do it, you can be the first despite of it never being in your family, and stepping out on faith, and as you said, stop hanging around dream killers.
This is right. You got to. You got to get away from those dream killers.
What's your opinion on the hero in the mirror? Take a look at him in the mirror, and you'll see the hero there.
You know, it's kind of reminds me of, I saw a depiction in a magazine once of a cat who looked in the mirror and the reflection was a lion.
Okay.
You know, and I think it goes along the fact of sometimes we see ourselves as villains when there is a hero on the inside of us. A lot of times that is castigated because of media depictions, because of what we have experienced, to where we feel that we can't be all that we are supposed to be because of how it's always been. And the reflection that is in the mirror is greater than the past. It's just really a forecasting of the future that you have to step into.
You just got to give it a chance.
You got to give it a chance.
Mhm.
But you got to step out of doubt to move into faith. You got to step out of fear to move into faith. You got to understand that fear paralyzes you, but faith mobilizes you. And when you begin to walk out and step out on faith, or step out on this dream and say, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to procrastinate a day longer and wait to birth something that I know has been in me. I've been pregnant with purpose, promise, possibility, and potential. This is the time to give birth to it. That hero that's on the inside.
So let's get into this new book. Put the cover back up so we can see it. I love the colors.
Yeah.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, Sweeter's Day is coming this week, and this is their deal. And I haven't even read it yet, but I'm gonna get my copy simply because I love when you can get the opinion, with women in particular, who are so broken and so bitter and against war with one another. It's so sad how the decline of sisterhood is taking place, especially among African American women at cahoots and in competition, just to get love from a man, and it may not necessarily be the right love. So let's talk about this. What made Eddie Connor write it, Dr. Connor write it? And I already know you said you wrote it for the women.
Yeah.
How long have you thought about this, or how long had this been manifesting in your head prior to you actually writing it?
You know, Heal Your Heart is one of the most riveting but most arduous books that I've ever composed. Simply because I really had not delved into something of such depth since my first book, and I wrote about my story of overcoming stage 4 cancer, and that first book being Purposefully Prepared to Persevere.
And I love that one.
Yeah,
Love that.
yeah. And I really went into some places of brokenness that needed healing in this book. And I really had been writing this book for a couple years.
Okay.
But you know, I had some trepidation about releasing it. You know, I've never been married. I don't have any children. I'm not a relationship expert. And some people will say, well, how can you talk about relationships? You're not a relationship expert. The fact of the matter is, I'm a life expert. And I have a license to talk about love because I'm a human being.
That's right.
And everybody has a core on the inside and has a void on the inside of their life that only love can feel. Money can't do it. People can't do it. Cars, clothes, success can do it to a certain degree, but there's a difference between happiness and joy. And love is what brings that joy on the inside of us. It's the essence of what we really need. And so to be able to talk about healing from broken relationships, the past and the pain of that, and really to see it as something that I really needed, and that so many of our people just need in general. You know, the book is replete with, I talk about 10 tips on how to heal from broken relationships, how to build healthy relationships. I share my story personally, really how to find peace from broken pieces. And I put this whole concept together, and I said I wanted to give the people who especially gravitate to my writing. I wanted to give them something artistic. I wanted to give them something that was going to speak to something that had some transparency, that had some depth to it.
But more
And I
importantly,
came to
Dr.
it.
Connor, it is so
Yeah.
needed.
Yeah, so neat.
And not only for the 20-year-olds,
Yeah, yeah.
30-year-olds. I've never seen so many middle-aged women in their 40s
Yeah.
and late 30s just so distorted
Yeah.
and broken
Mhm.
and just wanting love, but not getting it in return, or like you said, not healed from certain situations so they can attract the correct kind of love.
Right.
So,
And you can be delivered from a relationship but not healed from it.
oh,
The person could be gone 5 years ago or 5 months ago, but you still broken from it, to where now you so low that all you trust is the dust, to where you can't move your life to the next level because now you've dealt with a toxic relationship that's left you broken, limping through life. This book is releasing you to the place to where you can heal. It's going to the tough issues that many people are afraid to talk about. It gives you truth. Truth is going to cut you, but it's going to also heal you. And that's what this book is going to do.
okay, so go ahead with your male perspective about y'all to fix my life.